Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about exponential growth, and I'm going to be going over two word problems involving exponential growth. So the equation for exponential growth is that n of t is the amount that we have in the end after the amount of time t, n naught is the initial amount, r is the rate. It says here the decay rate for some reason. Sorry, that should say the growth rate. The decay rate is for exponential decay, not exponential growth, and t is for time. So example 1 says, a population of rabbits doubles every year. If there are initially 100 rabbits, how many will there be after 3 years? So let's write down our equation and decide what the numbers will be here. So in this situation here, we're going to have n of t is equal to n naught. Then we're going to have 1 plus r, and then that's going to be to the power of t. In this particular scenario, n naught would be 100 because initially there are 100 rabbits. R would be 1 in this case because they're saying the population doubles every year. And so that means it increases by 100%, right? Meaning that the overall value here is going to need to be 2. And so therefore, because it increases by 100%, it completely fully doubles, not just multiplies by an extra half or an extra third or an extra tenth, multiplies by itself an entire one extra time. That's why r is 1. And then we have t, which is the time in years, and that's going to be 3 because they would like to know how many rabbits there will be after 3 years have passed. So after this doubling has happened 3 times. So now I'll plug in my values. N of 3 is equal to 100 times 1 plus 1 to the power of 3. That is equal to 100 times 2 to the power of 3. And that is equal to 100 times 8, which is equal to 800. And so therefore, after 3 years, there will be 800 rabbits in this population. All right, let's try a second example. A tree grows 10% taller each year. If it is currently 2 meters tall, how tall will it be after 2 years? So once again, I'm going to write down what is given. We know that the tree is currently 2 meters tall, so n naught is equal to 2. We also know that time is equal to 2 because it's also 2 years that we're waiting before we figure out how long or how tall the tree has grown. And the growth rate here is 10%, which as a decimal, 10% is the same as 0.1 or 0.10. Now I'm going to write out the initial equation. And then I'm going to sub in these values to this equation to find out the number for how tall this tree will have grown after 2 years of growing at 10% a year. So then we're going to have n of 2 is equal to 2 times 1 plus 0.1 to the power of 2, which is equal to 2 times 1.1 squared. Now, what is 1.1 squared? Because keep in mind we're doing order of operations here, so that's why we added up what was in the brackets first, because we start with brackets or parentheses. Then we do exponents, so 1.1 times 1.1 is going to be next, or 1.1 squared, and that's going to be 1.21. And last but not least, we'll do multiplication, so 1.21 times 2 is 2.42. So therefore, after 2 years, the tree will be 2.42 meters tall. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to leave those in the comment section, and we'll see you for the next one.